as you can see on my challenge account, we made roughly around $3,100. We did make $3,100, but I guess the fees was like $100 that they took away, which is fine. Came out with a $3,000 win. We held this trade for 16 hours. Let me move my face so you can see. Held this trade for 16 hours. Amazing trade. Like, simply broke the trade down, used technical analysis. After I used my technical analysis, had an idea of where I saw price heading, and after we got a entry confirmation, we got in on our position and allowed this trade to do what it needed to do. Again, this took almost a day, full entire day. It took 16 hours, so close to, you know, a 24-hour hold, but nevertheless, beyond blessed, beyond happy with the targets that we were able to reach. We have $6,900 left to go for phase one. Potentially, I do see us passing this come next week or this week. This week is more of a slow week, but we'll just have to see whatever happens within the market. Only trade we took, again, one trade. That's all I really need. One trade a day keeps a job away. Like I said, this should fluctuate because we only took one trade. Win rate, I'm not really worried about too much. That's really all. And then I made $3,000 on this, my challenge account, and then my personal account I made $150. Screenshot so you guys can see. And then yeah, combine both of those together, we made around $3,300 and a couple minutes, really. A couple minutes to break down the chart, a day to hold it. Profit came in. So enjoy this video. I pray that you all continue to, you know, challenge yourself in all categories, push yourself, thrive for the best. Don't settle for anything less that you believe that you should achieve, and most of all, continue to keep our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ first in any and all things that you do, because without him, I promise you you will not get far. But enough of that. Enjoy this video, and I will catch y'all later. Deuces. USDCHF, let's talk. So on the daily time frame, like always, you guys know, daily 4 hour, we want to understand the direction and we want to get our zones. Daily, strictly for zones and direction. 4 hour, strictly for direction. So on the daily time frame, you can obviously see how we broke past that recent low. After we broke past that recent low, we now see price retesting that zone being 85,124. And if we look towards the left, that same zone that is once treated as resistance, and also if I go back further enough, well, we're not going to go back that far but you can obviously see how this zone was treated as resistance, support slash resistance. So right now we are retesting that zone, we are maintaining below that zone, which is good. And on top of that, we are bearish, which is amazing. Now I just want that 4 hour telling me the exact same thing. If that is possible, we will then scale in to look for positions. So on this 4 hour time frame, you can see how we were in this bullish trend. Price then had that switch of trend, giving us the break of structure, and then continuing on that downwards push. As we had this downwards push, not only did price have the break of structure going from bearish to bullish, but as price had that break of structure, it followed up with another break of structure towards the downside. You can obviously see price break past that recent 4 hour low, aka now being in sync with the higher time frame structure. So now we have the daily and the 4 hour bearish. Like I say, tell you guys all the time, as long as those two time frames are in sync, we are ready for entry signals. So after we had this break, I want to see price, like I say all the time, one, have a retest of its area of interest on the 4-hour time frame, but overall come back into that major zone. So if price can retest this 4-hour area of interest while also coming back up to retest the daily area of interest, we will then be waiting for that switch of structure on that lower time frame and ride this trade back down towards 84,156 or possibly something a tad bit further down. You never know. So right now, before this is even established, right before that pullback happens, you can see how that will leave us with a left hand and a potential right shoulder, and that is good. That's another, it's a sign of confluence, another sign of confluence that's just adding on to our checklist, which is what we want to see. So after that will be established, if it can be established, like I talk about all the time, that's when we go towards that lower time frame and wait for that switch of structure. In this case, not only is the lower time frame already has already went from bullish to bearish, but as we had that bullish to bearish switch, we've already had the retest of its zone. Now you can see price having that second push, or potentially having that second push, but right now it's not having enough momentum. What I want to see is price to have some type of pullback, again pulling back towards that major area of interest at 85,124. If that is possible, you can obviously look towards your left and you can see how price has a strong reaction when we are underneath and a strong reaction when we are above. And as that strong reaction when we are underneath is happening, not one, not two, but we typically have multiple touches into this zone before we fall. So right here we have 1, 2, 3. I can expect one more pullback to give us that fourth touch, showing signs of rejection, and then have that second fall back down towards the downside. So right now, like I said, USD CHF looks amazing. We're just waiting on the 4-hour to form the beautiful retracement back up into 85,124. If that is established, like we just talked about, we will then just wait for price to come tap in. It's already bearish, which is good. And as we tap in, if price can form this beautiful bearish variation pattern, or just give us some type of bearish engulfing pattern, that's when we enter our trade and ride this trade, like I said before, back down to 84,156. So right now, just got to be patient, sit on our hands and feet, well, hands not feet, sit on our hands and allow price to do what it needs to do in order to get into the positions that we want it to be in. So I will catch y'all with updates later or tomorrow morning, more than likely tomorrow morning. But enough of that, I'm gone. Catch y'all. Deuces.
Yeah, so that's happening. I apologize. Like, off of it, I'm sorry. I did not pick up the camera to record the entire process of the behind the scenes, if you will, because like y'all know, I do my day-to-day recordings and post in my Discord. That is in the description down below. We are currently in this trade, USD CHF. Everything is looking smooth. My personal account, I can show y'all. Give me a second. Personal account, we're up around $74. And then on my funding challenge, we just got my funding challenge today. Like today, I'm gonna show y'all like the receipts and all. But we got it today. Took the first trade today, and like I told you all, we are floating nicely in profit. I will be doing a breakdown at the end of this video, the aftermath. I did record, hold on, let me fix the camera. So I did record the breakdown to why we're getting into this trade, but again, like I told you, that breakdown was meant for my Discord, so I will be doing a lot of editing when it comes to the final touches on that. Like I said, I will be just talking about a brief aftermath of how everything played out, if it does play out. But like I said before, it is looking pretty good. Oh yeah, let me show you how much I'm up actually on my challenge account. 1842. You can see that we are floating right now in profit. Yeah, we're not even at full targets. If anything, we're only at TP1. So still gotta wait, still gotta be patient. We've been in this trade since yesterday morning, actually. We got into this trade yesterday around 10 o'clock. I can actually see here because I sent it out for the signals. We got in at 9:30 a.m. yesterday. So been in this trade for a day now. I'm looking for NFP come tomorrow morning to push this trade all the way towards targets and hit where we need to be hitting, and call it from there. But everything, like I said, is doing well. I will be having updates for y'all. But until then, enjoy this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you are new, because stuff like this and more in the future will be coming, and it will get better every single time. Catch y'all.
Yo, what's good, everybody? So I have updates on USD CHF. If you all remember us talking about the pullback of the 4-hour potential right shoulder, as you can see, as price established that pullback on the 4-hour time frame, not only did we reject from that beautiful major area of interest being 85,124, but if you take a look towards the left, you can see how this zone was the left shoulder area of interest. And as price reached that left shoulder area of interest, again, not going to break past that recent lower high, but instead showing signs of rejection towards our zone and actually rejecting and maintaining underneath. It's exactly what we wanted to see. It's exactly what we talked about. So as price rejected that zone, as price closed, establishing that pullback, that's when we went down towards that 30-minute and, if you will, 15-minute time frame, looking for possible entries. Now, I remember talking about how I wanted to see price pull back up for a fourth tap into this zone, establishing that fourth rejection, again allowing us to see price show signs of reversal, show signs of slow down momentum, just a lot of things that's allowing us to add up, or if you will, cross off our checklist in order for us to enter this trade, right? So after price, before price established this pullback, you can see on the 30-minute time frame how we had the continuation of this bearish trend. But as we had the continuation of this bearish trend, you can see how we went from bearish to bullish. And as price switched from bearish to bullish, you obviously know that's not what I wanted to see, right? But that's okay. As price pulled back, as price showed us signs of rejection, don't forget, off of this 4-hour time frame, I say it all the time, we are still bearish, right? That daily and that 4-hour is still bearish. We're still holding this recent lower high, again respecting it, not going to break past it, allowing us to identify this downwards trend. So as we did that, as price, like I said before, came back up, established the pullback, we dropped down towards the lower time frame to find entries. Yes, we are bullish off that 30-minute time frame. That's when I just go back towards the 15-minute time frame to have an idea where I can see price give me a break of structure. So as price was pushing back up on the 15-minute time frame, you can see how we went from bearish to bullish. It's not something I want to see when I'm entering a trade on the lower time frame, us being bullish. And my objective now is to, one, find out if we are at my area of interest. Are we there? Yes. So after I found out we are at my area of interest, now I want to identify a level where we can see a break of structure. If we can have that break of structure, which is also followed by some type of bearish or bullish engulfing candle, depending on what type of trend we are in. In this case, we are in a bearish trend, so I'm just looking for a bearish engulfing candle before I enter my position. As I get my box, you can see how we form this beautiful higher low. So my thing now is, if price can have some type of push, breaking past that recent higher low, and then having some type of pullback, I will then be looking for a entry to take this trade back towards the downside. But what happened? Price gave me, as you can see, as price formed this beautiful break of structure, not only did we have a break of structure, but price also left me with a beautiful bearish engulfing candle, engulfing past that recent bullish candle. And where did this all take place at? That major area of interest. That's amazing. That's what we want to see. I want to see all these things take place at my major area of interest. On the daily time frame, I know I told you all before, but the daily time frame is used for structure and zone. So as we already marked off that structure, now I want to mark off my zone. Where can I see price bounce from? Where can I see price react from? And if you look towards the right, I marked off 85,124 for a specific reason. One, we showed signs of resistance, we showed signs of support, and we also showed signs of support once more. So not only did we have one, not only did we have two, not only did we have three rejections from the zone, but as you can see, price rejected for a fourth time, just showing me signs of slowed down momentum. 4 hour, I just want to identify my structure. Is my structure bearish? Is it in sync with my daily time frame? And if it is bearish, are we at that daily major area of interest to take a trade? On this 4 hour time frame, not only did we have this beautiful break of structure, but as we had this break of structure, price then had the retracement back to 85,124, aka our daily area of interest. Now we have the daily and the 4 hour in sync towards the downside, which is already good. Third, we are now at my major area of interest, showing signs of rejection. Check mark. That's what we want to see. I only want to take trades from my major area of interest anyway. Lastly, are we bearish on the lower time frames in order for us to take a trade? On the 15-minute time frame, you can obviously see how we went from bearish to bullish, back to bearish based off of this break of structure. So as price presented me with this beautiful break of structure, as price presented me with another beautiful bearish engulfing candle, that's when I found my position. Why? 1, my daily's bearish. 2, my 4 hours bearish. 3, both of those time frames are in sync, which is what I want to see. 4th, we are rejecting my major area of interest. 5th, we are maintaining below my major area of interest. 6, now we have the switch of structure, as you can see, breaking past that recent higher low, giving me a switch from up to down trend, right? That is 6 confluences telling me price is showing signs of reversal, price is showing signs of continuation, and why wouldn't I take that trade? You only need 3 confluences to take a trade. Right now, I'm looking at 6 to 7 confluences to take this trade. Why wouldn't I take this trade? It presented me with the break of structure on the lower time frames. Both of my higher time frames are both in sync towards the downside. And now I have a beautiful bearish engulfing candle telling me price is ready to go. So boom, we found our entry. Off of that 15-minute break of structure, my stop loss will always be above my major area of interest. Why? Because if price then goes to hit my stop loss, not only will price hit my stop loss, but now price is doing what? Breaking back above that major area of interest, and it's not what I want to see anyway. So if that stop loss is hit, I'm just completely wrong about this trade. We can wait for the pullback and continuation for price to continue to move the opposite direction. Simple as day. And in my take profit, I always talk about how my take profits are just my next structure zone. So if I go back towards my daily time frame, you can obviously see where the take profit is just my recent daily low. Nothing crazy, nothing major. I just want to see price tap back into the zone. If we can tap into the zone, that is amazing. I'm out this trade. Why? Because I've already got my risk to reward, which is a 1 to 2, and I'm only looking to reach a 1 to 2 overall, and that's just minimum, right? I'm looking to double my risk, right? If I'm risking $100, I'm looking to make 200. I'm not looking to make 100. I'm risking 100. Why would I look to only get 100 back? I want to double my money. So minimum, I'm looking for a 1 or 2. If I'm able to get more than a 1 or 2 out of a trade, that is a blessing. I just thank my Lord, right? And I continue to go about my day. So that's how I found my take profit zone. And like you all know, right now the rest is history. And on that 4 hour time frame, after we formed this beautiful left head, right shoulder, not only did we break out of this neckline structure, I can draw my box, we'll drag it down. We broke out of this beautiful neckline, and after we broke out of this neckline, as I drop down towards the lower time frame, you can obviously see how price gave us a beautiful retest of that zone. Price broke out of this head and shoulders. After we broke out, price then had the pullback to retest that neckline, establish resistance. After we did so, what happened? Price then had that continuation towards the downside. I'm gonna show y'all how I sent this out to the Discord community as it was happening live. Boom, right here. Price formed the left head, right shoulders, broke out of this beautiful neckline. I said we are waiting on the retest. If we can have that retest, price can shoot down towards targets with ease. What happened? We had that retest. Price went straight to 84,156. Thank the Lord, man. Amazing day. But that's it for this video. I pray that you all grab something, learn something from this video. Let me know how you feel about this video. If you like it, leave a comment below. If you don't like it, leave a comment below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, because I will be posting more of stuff like this. If you guys like it, I will definitely post more. If you want me to talk about something else in regards of trading, let me know and I'll do it. But enough of that. I will catch y'all later on in the next video. Enjoy yourself. I'm gone. Peace.